Well, one of the best inventions ever made, maybe in the lines of duct tape and WD-40, as far as all-around general usefulness, are these plastic wrap ties that were created. They have an untold amount of uses, and they've gone up in price a little bit over the years, but man, it's worth getting them. I always like to have some extras laying around, and I'm going to show just a couple of the ways that I use them in day-to-day activity as a fisherman. So first thing I do, I've got these big Minn Kota trolling motors that we keep, that we put on our boats. And when, you don't keep them outside because sticky fingers will come. And so what we do is we keep them in the garage. And one of the things that they are super awkward. They, like, where do you keep a trolling motor like this? This thing is almost 6 feet tall. It's 5.5 feet tall. And what we do is we use these tie wraps to tie them to something to keep them going. So when I want to access them, I just take these tie wraps and untwist them, bring them out to the boat, and move. If you ever bridge fish and you have a bridge net, one of the most annoying things that you have is this big old line that comes off of it. Well, guys, here's what I'm going to show you what we do with this. We're going to use one of these to wrap this line up and keep it tucked out and out of the way so that it's easy to keep. And then when we do that, we'll wrap the line up, and then we'll also use this to hang the net. So I'll show you how that works. So first step was to, wrap your rope up in a nice, comfortable way. Fits inside the net real easy. And, when you have a big fish on, I know you've been there if you try to do this, and you try to get the net and the rope is all tangled up, and you have to untangle the rope, and the big fish is sitting there getting ready a shark to eat it or come off the hook or something like that. This is a nice, easy way to keep your rope untangled. And all you got to do is just untwist this, and your rope is ready to go, and it's not tangled up. But also, this keeps, you can wrap this right to the rim of your net and keep it tight like this, so it's not falling all over the place, and that's a problem. And on top of that, if you want to hang it from something, I'll just show you right here on my gate door real quick. If you want to hang this thing from something, these things, I'm just doing this one-handed because I'm filming with my other hand, but look at that, guys. I just hung this thing real quick. You can hang this thing in your garage or workshop or wherever, nice and easy, and that thing ain't coming off. So love these things. I got one more thing to show you on these wrap ties. Finally, y'all, if you're a beach fisherman or pier fisherman, you go out in jetties or bridges, and you carry a bunch of rods with you, you know that your beautiful custom paint jobs on your rods and wraps get scratched up real easy. Well, this is a great way to keep them from getting scratched up. I use these twisty ties to tie up my rods, and I've got bundles of these. I do 2 sets. I got one down here close to the reels and one up here a little bit further closer to the tips. And what that does is it keeps the rods from clanking around and moving around. You can tie these things and wrap them pretty tight so that they don't keep rubbing back and forth and scratching the paint off of your rods. So that is one of the super friendliest ways that we use these zip ties and zip ties. They're not zip ties. These plastic wraps. And